Okay, everybody, here we go. Going to clean up this Buck Creek little pocket knife I got out of the rust bucket. Again, this and the CRKT were $5, so they're basically $2.50 each. There was another little knife that I picked up that I thought was another one of these, but come to find out it was just a China knife. And it's the way it operates is kind of dangerous, and so I'm not even going to mess with it. But just going to hose this thing down with some lubricant here, generic WD-40, to kind of knock some of the grime off, lube stuff up, and help get these stickers off of here. This is all going to be just hand cleaning, no tools or Dremels or grinders or anything. Going to speed it up because it's even sped up is over 12 minutes. The one tool of sorts I'm going to be using, that you'll see here in a minute, is just a small patch of leather that I use to help scrub and buff with, because even paper towel, terry cloth, microfiber, whatever, as aggressive as I get with this stuff, it sort of heats up and uncomfortable to the touch sometimes. Going through several steps here using the liquid flits and using the Never Dull pad, and then moving on up to flits, and then I finally, here's a piece of leather. The nice thing about that, it reduces the amount of friction heat to my fingers, and also can use it to get in some little fine details and really scrub those down, like the sides of the lock release and things of that nature. But now I'm just scraping some of the buildup off of the leather. But as we're going to go through this, I've picked up several hundred subscribers since I first told and shared the origin of the name of Cheesy Moon Workshop. Well, there were a lot of channels out there, and I'll use some that are in this knife brotherhood, like the Knife Doctor, pretty explanatory. Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, pretty explanatory. HT's EDC, Big J's Knives. You know, everybody has a knife, EDC, or something in their title. And for one, I wanted to stand out a little bit, but two, I wanted to pay tribute to my son. And I'm not telling the story to get sympathy or anything else, just sort of explaining kind of what my channel was based on and the origin of the name. I lost my son in 2015 in a car accident. He was 28 years old. He had 5 kids. Excuse me, this dryer is going off in the background there. Okay, thank you. But yeah, I lost my son, and but my son had this huge cheesy smile that everybody loved. I mean, he was just known for that big smile, and always hamming it up and cheesing up for the camera. The only time he was serious usually was when he was taking a photograph with me. If it was my wife or one of his sisters or a friend or whatever, one of his kids, he always had a big, goofy, hammed up, cheesy smile. So, you know, in the days and weeks after we lost him, we would see that crescent moon and tell the kids that was Daddy smiling down, you know, from heaven. So Cheesy Moon was a fitting tribute to honor his memory, and so there it is. That's the origin of Cheesy Moon. And again, don't mean to make anybody feel sad or whatever. Just want to explain, further explains kind of who I am and what I'm all about. Cleaning up knives is something that I've done my whole life. It is therapy. I mean, it truly is. It's therapeutic. You can block out the world and just tune into the knife, and you get focused on the knife. The knife doctor, Kevin, mentions it, and there's one fellow who actually has a YouTube channel here, Pocket Knife Therapy, and it's therapy. He discusses, his reasons for the therapy. Go check him out. I'll put a link to these guys. Anybody I mentioned will be noted in the description here. But it's very therapeutic. This stuff I'm using here, this pink stuff, it kind of smells like car polish or whatever, but I got some at the flea market. It's a jewelry polish for shining up your gold and silver. Very pleasant smell, no ammonia, no abrasives or whatever. And it's just a nice finishing touch. And even after Flitz and Neverdull, it really reacts with the brass here. You'll see when I go to scrub it off. It really takes it one more step and gives a nice luster to the shine that you have accomplished with all the other work that you put into it. It's kind of expensive. I mean, each of those little vials or containers, what do you want to call them, they cost me like $5, but it's super worth it. I really love the way it puts a finish shine on whatever you polish up. I may bring a couple of those up to the knife show. If anybody would be interested, let me know. And if you guys like it and want more, I will purchase some and pass it on to you for the same cost that I buy it. I won't try to mark it up, try to make money on it. I'll just pass it on to you. I know it's $5 seems like a lot for that little container there, but I've probably done 20 knives out of that one little container, and it's still almost full. You just a little dab on it, so it goes a long way. But this video is going to be almost 12 minutes, I believe. But looky there. Look at the shine on this bad boy. I just love the way, brass can be brought back to life with. And yeah, the Neverdull and the Flitz might be a little harsh, chemical-wise, but I mean, it's not abrasive. And now this next step here is another tip I picked up from the guy who sells me the polish there. I mentioned it in some previous videos. If you want to shine your windows, you shine it with Windex. It cleans and shines the glass. Well, it does the same thing on these knives, especially brass. It's just a Windex window cleaner, glass cleaner, whatever. But it takes some of the polish and other stuff you put on there, takes it off, and then I just follow up with a good soap and water and dry it off. It is, for me, it's just super satisfying to see these knives rescued, is the term I like to use. This wasn't really a restoration. It was just a deep spa treatment cleaning. But there's something just super satisfying about the before and after on these things. And knowing that had it just sat in that rust bucket, it would have probably just, it was stainless steel, and the wood would have probably rotted, and it would just continue to rot away. But it's very satisfying to pick them up, clean them up. And luckily for someone at the Ellaville Knife Show, I'm going to include this one with the other Indian head, maybe make a nice little display or sell them as a set or individual. I haven't decided yet. But there you go. It's cleaned up. I'm going to run a couple passes on the old ceramic rod here. I don't like to a knife like this, it was in great shape. I didn't want to put it on a stone or a diamond or anything, and actually sharpen it, but making a few passes on a ceramic would kind of hone up and clean up the edge, take some of the oxidation off of it, make it at least usable. If you wanted to carry this as a gentleman knife, yeah, that's plenty sharp enough. Further deburr it by running down the edge of paper. Yeah, that's plenty sharp enough. And again, it'll do the job if you ever need it. Nice little gentleman's knife, going out to dinner, going to church or whatever. There, I put another smudge all over it. But I really enjoy cleaning these up. And now I'll continue to keep my eyes open for this Indian Head brand now that I know that it is something, or it's not Indian Head, it's Buck Creek. I have seen them in my knife books, but I didn't really pay that much attention to it. But now I will. I'll keep my eyes open for them. Sweet little knife. This is a different profile than the other one. It's pretty nice. I like that big old belly on that blade. It's pretty nice for slicing. So guys, feel free to leave some comments. Let me know how you like this one, how you think it went. If there was any tips or tricks that I might try differently. But there you go. The second Buck Creek Indian Head little brass and wood lockback in the books. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a beautiful day.